So, welcome everybody, and thank you, Dr. Lina Kattan, for joining us today. She's an associate professor in the Faculty of Civil Engineering, which is in Calgary. So she's joining us all the way from Calgary today. So thank you very much. Her research focuses on traffic management and transportation systems. On the line today as well, we have St. Thomas. Hi, St. Thomas.
Hi, St.
Thank
Thomas.
you for joining us. Unfortunately, we can't hear St. Thomas today, but they're there and they're waving, so welcome everybody. And we were also expecting Windsor, so if Windsor is watching the live stream, they can definitely call in and still join us. Just be sure to close your live stream window when you join us. And of course, we have all our other camps across Ontario watching the live stream, and they'll be submitting questions on Twitter as well, which I'll get to in a moment. But first, today is car day at STEM Camp, and the campers are learning all about engineering and car design, the dynamics of speed and energy, and they're building a bunch of different kinds of cars, including slingshot cars, propeller cars, crash test cars, and Altoid cars. So, St. Thomas, have you built any cars? Do you have any cars on the go you could show us? We can come back to you if you want to show off some of your cars later on. So, the campers are building cars, and Dr. Kattan, part of your job is to make sure that the cars and traffic flow smoothly and efficiently. So can you tell us a bit more about transportation systems and what it is that you do?
So yeah, transportation systems, it's composed of many systems. So it's not like only cars. So we study the cars, we study even the bus in the network, the buses, the trains, and all these systems, how they work together as well, in order for the cars to be flowing smoothly and you're not stuck in congestion.
Okay, so I was going to ask why it's so important to be able to manage and control traffic. Controlling congestion would be one reason, I guess. Are there other important reasons to be able to control the traffic flow?
Yeah, so for many reasons. First, you don't like to be stuck in traffic and just like be seated in a car, right? So it's like time lost for you guys, right? You would rather spend this time playing and running around. And also the cars, when they are stopped, like they are always stopping and then going, because we have congestion, we have lots of pollution, which is like very bad also for your health, and it's very bad for the environment.
I see. So lots of different reasons. So that's good to know. I don't know if any of our campers knew that this was a field of study. So I think it's pretty interesting to learn about this once the cars are designed and built, and buses and other transportation systems, how they can interact and how we can control them to improve our save time, save the environment, etc. So thank you for introducing that to us. I'm going to go to our first question from St. Thomas, which is, I guess, so I don't know if you've done any work with planes, jet planes, and helicopters. Have you worked with them? It's like roads.
I mean, it's also, yeah, it's a system also. So we said like the transportation is a system of systems. So it's also the planes and airports is another system that is also included in transportation, and we have some experts working in this area as well. So also like in order to study how an airport like should be functioning, how to schedule the planes when they should be departing from one city to another, and also how they should be landing and so on.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So I'll go to our first question from Twitter, our camp in Ingersoll. Hello, Ingersoll. Thanks for watching today. They want to know how many different ways can you power a car?
So we can do it through fuel, right? But also there's now the electric cars that are emerging, like this is an emerging technology and it's more green, so it's less polluting for the environment. And when we talk about electric car, they can come from the electricity can come from many sources, right? So they can be also hydrogen, like based on hydrogen or on electricity. So we have to charge the car.
Okay, thank you. Another question that's come in on Twitter from our camp in Dundas. Hello, Dundas today. Thank you. This one has to do with civil engineering more broadly. So maybe somebody's thinking of becoming a civil engineer. What exactly does a civil engineer do? Like, what kinds of things are involved in that?
Sure. So yeah, it's related like urban, like it's related to urban, mainly urban areas, and like so in civil engineering we study structure and how to build, like structures such as buildings or bridges or tunnels. We also study the water infrastructure, and so for sure, like for every building we have also to have water coming and also wastewater coming out, right? So also we also design the water network and the sewage network, and it's very similar somehow to transportation because also it's a flow. And also in order to build any infrastructure, any building, we also have to study the geotechnical and the soil beneath it, because we want to make sure that the soil can handle the heavy structure. So this is more related to soil and to rocks and the like soil structure and geotechnical issues. We also examine the reliability of like any infrastructure, whether it's the water infrastructure or the transportation infrastructure, so to make sure we are safe in case we have an extreme weather condition such as a flooding or an earthquake and so on. So reliability is very important. So reliability helps us understand like how we are sure that the system is still going to work even if we have extreme conditions.
Okay, so there's lots of different possibilities with civil engineering. That's really awesome and interesting. Thank you. Back to cars, though. We have another question from Dundas. They were wondering why all cars aren't electric. Is there a reason why we haven't made electric cars, the most popular mode of powering our cars?
In fact, like before like when the car was created, it was first a electric car, and then it was like more luxurious to make electric cars, so they stopped making electric car because the gasoline and the fuel car became cheaper. But now we are like being aware of the impacts of having fuel emissions and like loss of pollution coming from fuel car. So we're going back to focus more on having electric cars. So it's going to be we're going to see more electric car in the future. But
yeah.
they need sorry so they need their own infrastructure because we don't need gasoline stations to fill them. We need electric charge stations to fill them, so they need their own infrastructure, but it's coming.
Yeah, so what would that look like, the electric infrastructure?
It looks very similar to the pump, the pump at the station. However, you plug your vehicle and it's a fast charging. So it's very similar to the charging like sometimes we see in winter when it's very cold, but it's fast charging. So it's a little bit a larger infrastructure similar to the pumps.
Okay. So when you say it's fast charging, would it be, for example, the same amount of time to fill your tank with gas? You could sort of recharge your batteries in the same amount of time?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Okay, I guess that was my question there. So I think we're coming to an end of our time, but I'm gonna fit in one more question. Let's see. Oh, another question from Dundas. Thanks, Dundas. This one just came in. They want to know, why do cars pollute? You mentioned that most of our cars currently run on gas. So what is it about that makes them pollute?
Yeah, when you burn the gas, like usually, even if you burn it even outside the car, you have like like some gas not like really good for the environment, but carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and some gas that are not good for our so we have like also O3, so it's not good for the forgot what the name of the for the ozone layer too. So so lots of gases are being emitted that are not good also for our health. So they're not safe for us as well, and they're not safe for the environment.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if your audio froze or not. Thank you for that. That's all the time we have for today. So, Dr. Kattan, I'd like to thank you so much for calling into our camps, and I apologize for some of the technical difficulties we had today. And I'd also like to thank all our camps out there who watched this call live, and for everyone who submitted their questions on Twitter. It was awesome. So thank you very much, everyone. And
Thank
we'll
you
see
so
you
much.
back here on Thursday. Thanks again,
Okay.
Dr. Kattan.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye for now.